All right, let's go, let's go. Um, it's Puddle Cakes here. I am gonna do a video which is kind of funny because LegendRhony, shout out, LegendRhony is amazing. Just did a 2.0 on Edward of Woodstock. I planned on doing these videos no matter what because I want to show people my murder ball when this is all completed and how insane it really is. Um, One thing I really liked about Legend Ronnie's video is he actually talked about how Edward is so great in a murder ball and how it's so great in a with Tamiris in that grouping. And there's so many reasons why. So first of all, I'll go over the skills. Don't mind the gear. I've been switching my gear around on everything. I think Herman even has a full epic set right now, which is funny. Trying to do some testing and joking around. Um, so pretty much the cream of the crop is his direct damage skill, and everyone everyone that's been playing archers salivates over how much damage it is, and it's the most damage in the game pretty much. The only bad part is the loss of 300 rage, which doesn't really hurt as bad as we would think. His other skills are super helpful. You got a health bonus and march speed. Great, especially since it's on the map, which means anytime there's a rally, anytime you're field fighting, as long as you're not garrison or anything like that. Another great skill damage bonus, 25%. Extra damage to infantry, also another nice little stat. And when above 70%, archer attack bonus 40%. Now, this one is probably cut down quite a bit because everyone targets you, but overall, between these, the three other skills, field battles and rallies, they're all great skills. Expertise, for 2 seconds after using an active skill, all normal attacks and counterattacks deal 50% increased damage. So, pretty much you're just getting a giant amount of white damage hitting afterwards, which is another fabulous stat. And I think it's kind of overlooked. Especially since in another video with El Cid, I talked about how much white damage can do and how great it is to have El Cid to negate some of that. But one reason why I still use Edward, and I'll still always use the Archer Commanders just because I try to play the Archer only game and stay true to my roots, is this skill here. Now, I tried to look through my logs all over the place. I tried to look through screenshots, but we had a arc, and it was probably 3 arcs ago. I told someone the other day it was 2, but it was actually 3. And the flag carrier, or the arc carrier, was getting away, and I got Edward on them. I got full Tamiris stacks, like 13, and Edward Nuke came off, and I actually killed the arc carrier from just in the yellow. It was 73. It was a 73,000 damage, skill damage, and I go back to some of my logs, and I can actually see Edward's damage is just disgusting when no one targets him. And that's the great thing about having archers is people see a Herman or a YSG or a Ramses or an Artemisia, and they automatically start targeting him. And that just leaves Edward to free reign all day. So I really like to have Edward in my setup, and the damage is disgusting. One thing that I've actually sent out, and I've helped out a few other streamers on for their build, is this. And my build is not much different, but it kind of is. So I see a lot of people do Edward and YSG. I don't do the Edward YSG, and I've talked about that in another video. The reason why is because he's just so squishy without a tank secondary, or the tanky duo. Tamiris has a lot of good skills that add to that tankiness, and I'll make another video on her in a couple of days. But one thing I think is missed is a lot of people go into either Burning Blood or Razor Sharp. And the goal when you have a Tamiris secondary is you want no rage gen. You want as minimal as possible. You want to try and get 13 stacks. And you can. You can get 13 stacks, and if someone silences you, you can get 15 stacks. And it's the damage is so much more. So for me, this build has worked way better. Get a little extra health. I'll see a lot of people kind of do the build through here, and they'll pick up Burning Blood, and they'll pick up Razor Sharp, and they'll kind of lose the other stat points that they can get, like the extra 2% defense or 1% defense and the extra 1% health. Doesn't seem like a lot, but taking away the 9 rage from normal attacks and the extra 3 rage, so you're basically getting 12 rage per normal attack, that helps out immensely. It really does. So to me, Edward is my nuke in my murder ball. And archers have a lot of nukes, but he can bomb people. It's crazy. I've seen in regular groupings in Heroic Anthem, I've seen 35 to 45k crits or skill hits, and that's just disgusting. Especially if you're fighting someone with 300k troops and they go from 300 to 250,000 just like that. It's a really good setup. And in a couple of days, I'll go over the Tamiris build and we'll do some testing and I'll show you why it's so great. The other good thing about Edward that is coming to fruition now is rallying. And you're starting to see him come out more because of Zenobia. You'll see people doing Zenobia Woo, Zenobia, even YSG, Zenobia YSS, and Edward and Tamiris really stack that damage heavily on that garrison group. Edward and they do pretty good against Zenobia and Theo, but ultimately Theo's removing of the poison does hurt the damage, so I would try and go a different route for archers. But overall, Edward and Tamiris are definitely making a comeback, especially with the new garrison commanders and the new garrison meta. I can't wait to try and use them with my oh man, I'm failing at this. Using with my Ring of Doom, because I could not imagine getting 65% more damage on a 50,000 damage hit, or even rallying someone and hitting them for 250. I think I've done 325 before with a 2 million rally, and I think my rally size now is 3 million. So I could probably say that I might hit for 400. So with the ring, I mean that could be a 500,000. So stay tuned. Hopefully I can record during our war. I don't want it to be during work, but it is what it is. It's the life of being a mobile game player. Once again, I'm in Shinchi's Discord. I'm in-game Puddle Cakes. Message me anytime. There's no space, by the way, but on YouTube there is. Ask me questions on YouTube. I'm always willing to help. I just dropped another video about the greatest glory. Check that out. That's kind of mind-blowing there. Otherwise, have a good night. Peace out.